And now our tale of the tape for this lightweight fight. 4 years apart, with similar height and some differences in reach. All right, now for the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, a referee in charge of the Octagon, Yves Lavigne. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas.
This is absolute. Has had 2 fights in the UFC, and look at what he's rousing here in the O2 Arena. We got to talk about the fight.
I'm here with the highlight, one of the best you ever do, ladies and gentlemen. Justin, you publicly said this is the last chapter of your career. You want to go out with the title. Give us your thoughts on what tomorrow night means to you.
Oh, it means everything. I've committed my whole life to this, and I think every fight's the biggest, but this is the biggest fight of my life. I cannot wait to carry this title on my back and represent this country like it should be represented.
Thank you, sir. Good luck to you. Justin Gaethje, ladies and gentlemen.
Justin, Paddy says he's been preparing for you like he prepared for the Michael Chandler fight. Is that a mistake? And why is this different from Chandler?
Well, you obviously seen me fight Chandler. I have, better skills, and I beat him. But I don't care what he says, what he thinks. If he thinks I'm Michael Chandler, again, it goes back to my first statement. I love everything he's saying right now.
And last one, your manager said he would like to see you fight Conor McGregor at the White House. At this stage in your career, would you take the money fight or would you be focused on the undisputed title next?
I'm only focused on Paddy Pimblett, January 24th. How many times do I got to say I don't expect to be alive after these fights? I go in there willing and ready to give everything, and that's the same. I'll be on the White House card no matter what. Who I'm fighting doesn't matter.
Some critics think you don't have enough experience for a title fight. What is the moment, the fight that earned you this title shot?
Winning my last fight, being on a 7-fight win streak, the longest in the lightweight division. The critics can stick it up their asses. I'm the one who's fighting for the belt.
The entire MMA community is completely divided on this one. When Justin Gaethje steps in there with Paddy Pimblett, both fighters are walking into the worst possible timing for their careers. One camp is backing Gaethje's proven track record of violence and all that experience he brings. The other side thinks Paddy's unpredictable style and opportunistic ground game could steal this whole thing, the second anything shifts his way.
We know Justin Gaethje is known for his iconic backflip. If everything goes for you well, do you have anything up your sleeve come celebration time?
I'm not doing no backflip, me, lads. Fuck that. I'll break my neck. Don't know. Probably just start dancing like I always do, lad. I've got nothing.
Right from day one, Paddy made it crystal clear he knows exactly what kind of war this is going to be. That face-off wasn't some promotional stunt or friendly competition. The tension was real, raw, and genuinely uncomfortable to watch. Both guys looked at each other like this wasn't just another payday, but a defining moment that'll stick with them long after that cage door slams shut.
This fight. Usually when we think of Gaethje, we think of wars, we think of back and forth scraps. Do you think this is going to be a dominant one-way traffic performance by yourself?
That's our job, innit? We're meant to hate each other. That's what everyone's here to see. You know what I mean?
Is part of you hoping that maybe Justin can finally be the one to drag you into a war, take you the full 5 rounds and see what your medal is made of?
Yeah, of course, but I know I've got that in me anyway. I know I've got the heart and the desire to go 5 rounds with a warrior like Justin Gaethje, but it's not going to go that long. As I say, I'm going to put a beating on him, and it's going to be like he's never had before, and I can't wait to show everyone just how good.
Paddy's been straight up about his game plan. He's not looking at this like some technical sparring session or point fighting exhibition. This is about inflicting damage that sticks around. When he talks about leaving marks on Justin that don't fade, it sounds less like hype and more like someone getting his mind right for serious violence instead of scorecards.
Do you feel like you're representing the legends against the disrespectful new breed here?
I'm still in it. Legends retire. I ain't retired yet. I'm still in it. The fire is still as bright and as hot as it's ever been, and I cannot wait to fight this guy.
Lad, Dustin's never got a nice word to say about me, lad. So, well, I was honest and said he looked like shit against Gaethje. Fucking hell, stop fucking crying, you can't get
That wasn't even the fight you were talking about. You said his last fight.
Which? No, I'm saying Dustin looked like shit against Holloway. That was what I said.
You would also look like shit against Holloway.
Well, we'll see once I beat you.
Talk about going 5 hard rounds. Came up and Paddy didn't even blink. He's convinced his conditioning and mental toughness can handle that grind. But here's what really caught attention. He shut down the idea of it lasting that long pretty quick, acting like his impact is going to be felt way sooner than round 5.
Paddy, Justin said yesterday that you're no Khabib Nurmagomedov on the ground and he's going to fight you with no fear in that area. Do you think he's going to be surprised about your ground game if it does go there?
Everyone's surprised by my whole game when they fight me. No one expects me to be as good as I am. Everyone underestimates me, but it helps in my favour, you know what I mean? It makes the fight easier for me because everyone underestimates me. And I'm not Khabib. No one else is. I'm me, you know what I mean? And I'm an even harder puzzle to solve. I'm proper weird. You knew what Khabib was coming to do. You don't know what I'm coming to do.
Things got interesting when Justin started bringing other fighters into the mix. Paddy fired right back, making it clear he wasn't being controversial just to get headlines. He genuinely believes what he's saying and couldn't care less if his honesty rubs people wrong, as long as it puts extra weight on Justin's shoulders. Right there, Paddy showed he's totally fine being the bad guy. He gets that mind games can drain you just as much as body shots, and he's willing to embrace the heat if it means Justin walks in there carrying extra baggage.
I'm still in it. Legends retire. I ain't retired yet. I'm still in it. The fire is still as bright and as hot as it's ever been, and I cannot wait to fight this guy.
Lad, Dustin's never got a nice word to say about me, lad. So, well, I was honest and said he looked like shit against Gaethje. Fucking hell, stop fucking crying, you can't get
That wasn't even the fight you were talking about. You said his last fight.
Which? No, I'm saying Dustin looked like shit against Holloway. That was what I said.
You would also look like shit against Holloway.
Well, we'll see once I beat you. I could end up fighting him.
Well, you won't be fighting him.
Justin, you said you want to drag Paddy specifically to the later rounds. Is that because you just want to test him there, or have you seen something in his performances that make you know you can have success there?
No, it's just what I find the most success. He's weird, he's awkward fighting style, and it's gonna be a little puzzle. I'm gonna have to figure it out through the first round. And similar to my other opponents, I constantly am building momentum, and this is a battle of momentum. And I said I'm gonna dog walk this motherfucker.
Paddy thinks extended exchanges and sustained pressure will tip everything his way.
You've alluded to getting into the 4th and 5th rounds with Paddy. Is this a fight that you think you can be cautious in, or do you think you'll have to fight wide open?
Oh, I think I need to fight smart. At the highest level, you cannot make mistakes. And if you watch all the champions, they're moving forward. I'm going to move forward, and I'm going to be in his chest. I'm going to put my head in his chest. He's got really long arms. It's going to be hard to hit me when my head's in his chest.
Justin's strategy sounds much more controlled than wild. He's talking about constant forward pressure, cutting off space, and staying right in Paddy's face, where those long limbs and weird angles become useless. This version of Gaethje seems focused on domination through positioning rather than just swinging for the fences.
Justin, Paddy says he's been preparing for you like he prepared for the Michael Chandler fight. Is that a mistake, and why is this different from Chandler?
Well, you obviously seen me fight Chandler. I have, better skills, and I beat him. But I don't care what he says, what he thinks. If he thinks I'm Michael Chandler, again, it goes back to my first statement. I love everything he's saying right now.
And last one, your manager said he would like to see you fight Conor McGregor at the White House. At this stage in your career, would you take the money fight or would you be focused on the undisputed title next?
I'm only focused on Paddy Pimblett, January 24th. How many times do I got to say I don't expect to be alive after these fights? I go in there willing and ready to give everything. And that's the same. I'll be on the White House card no matter what. Who I'm fighting doesn't matter.
The combat sports world has gone absolutely crazy over this matchup. Everyone's got opinions, so here's what the pros are breaking down. During all the back and forth, Justin stayed quiet but intense, clearly not interested in winning press conference battles. He's reinforcing this idea that all the talking stops mattering once leather starts flying and the real momentum kicks in.
Yeah, Gaethje's a different beast, and like, look, Scalzos don't get knocked out. Now you can take a shot, but again, you don't want to be a highlight. That's what I'm saying. So, in the highlight, who doesn't get tired? So, I think this is Paddy's biggest challenge yet. Perfect opponent, perfect fight for them. Old dog, new dog. And Gaethje, was one of his last 3 fights against Poirier. Another highlight. There's another highlight against a beast in Barboza.
So the leg kicks from Gaethje too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, true. The stance. I didn't even think about that. This is what Gaethje used. He still does it. The ones he did against Barboza. Leg kick for leg kick. They were both battling. But Tony Ferguson as well. The way he handled him with the leg kicks. Shit was gangster. Gaethje, I just like the style. Come forward. This is gonna be crazy. This is gonna be crazy.
The discussion opened up way beyond just these two fighters. Analysts and veteran fighters started weighing in on what this whole thing really means. Plenty of them stressed this isn't some faded version of Justin we're seeing, but a dangerous veteran who can still break guys that stay in his face too long. The threat is absolutely legitimate.
And Gaethje is that guy, 37, but he's still that guy. He's still the violent highlight. So, yeah, but again, that kind of stuff is fuel. If you choose to use it as fuel. So, he seems like he is.
What should Gaethje's approach to this fight be?
Fucking be Gaethje. Just be Gaethje. Be you. Do you. You know who you are. So don't let them tell you who you are. Show them who you are. Leg kicks is good, but don't start for leg kicks. Start off with his, Gaethje has a nice jab. He likes to stay in the mid-range. So he'll be able to jab Paddy, but Paddy as well has, if he uses his jab well, he'll be fine. I think Paddy will be on the back foot first. And if he cracks Gaethje, then he'll be the one dictating the pace. But Gaethje will be the first one dictating the pace, in my opinion, in the first few exchanges or in the first round. Gaethje has to also be careful because Paddy hits hard. Gaethje can eat him. Look, there's a reason Paddy's the favorite in this fight. Again, I'm just going to follow the script today. Today I'm following the script.
What, smart money?
Yeah, just smart money. So if I say Paddy in this fight, I just think it's going to be fire.
Paddy's got serious momentum right now, but Justin's been through these high-stakes moments before. And that's exactly what makes this so dangerous. In fights like this, one bad read, one sloppy rush forward, or one poorly timed explosion can flip an entire career narrative in seconds.
Fiziev fight ends up being a close decision where he builds as the fight goes on and starts breaking him in the 3rd round. Both times that seemed to happen. But Fiziev took him down in round 1. Pure striker Fiziev. Took him down in round 1 and had him in an inverted triangle. And had him there for a while. And I think he could have done a lot more work from that position if he kind of knew the position he was in. But it seemed like once Fiziev ended up there, he just started hitting the body a few times and then thought, I don't know where to progress from this position. If Pimblett ever ends up landing on Gaethje in like one of those precarious positions, it's going to be immediate, like a latch, single triangle on the arm, wrench, go round to the back. It's going to be like a systematic jiu-jitsu difference that Oliveira had, but after dropping Gaethje in the first place,
Several experts are leaning Paddy's direction. Not because Justin can't get it done, but because Paddy keeps answering every test they put in front of him. He's shown steady improvement, mental strength, and this confidence that seems to feed off bigger and bigger moments.
So I'm going to go with Pimblett by submission. I think at some point he'll end up on top of Gaethje. Will that be from a takedown? I think he could if he gets the body lock. I think he could. I don't think I see him shooting single leg or a double leg on Gaethje and getting it. But if they end up brawling and he shoots in while he bounces off the cage and gets the body lock and drags him like he did to Chandler, I could see it there. I could see it happening there. I could even see him dropping Gaethje or wobbling him on the feet. Gaethje does get wobbled and dropped. He's been wobbled and dropped. He's been flatline KO'd. So it can happen to him, you know, where he ends up in that stumbly mode. And in that stumbly mode might be where Pimblett could get a takedown for a submission or a ground and pound.
The technical analysis keeps coming back to ground exchanges, where Justin's looked vulnerable before. The thinking is, if Paddy ever gets Justin in those same bad spots, the gap in control, transitions, and submission threats could end things immediately and completely.